Subnautica is a game all about exploring progressively more unnerving environments designed to scare the shit out of you.
Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it?
And as you plunge into the void and become fully immersed, it's easy to let that stress of the unknown build up. But wouldn't it be fun if you could share that stress? Subnautica 2 is adding co-op mode, and today we're covering all the new changes it will bring, so let's get right into it. The most important early game activity is gathering basic resources for survival, such as cooked peepers for food and bladderfish for water. But adding co-op to Subnautica has the possibility to massively change the feel of early game progression. It will be so convenient to have one player stocking up food while the other is gathering titanium, and adding more players will allow the early game workload of collecting resources to be divided. The teaser trailer hints that a player inside of the vehicle can share oxygen. So it will be helpful to gather resources together. Since you can share collected resources, you won't have to keep getting in and out of your Seamoth to breathe. It's not fully clear how more players will factor into how long it takes to get past the game's early stages of being a slow-moving plebe with no more than 30 seconds of oxygen. But as it stands, co-op mode should increase the speed of progression and get a team from the shallows to exploring deep-sea biomes that much faster. One of the most important tools to build in Subnautica is 100% the scanner. The scanner is what allows you to discover crafting recipes for new items that are essential for progression by scanning fragments scattered around the map. Since adding multiplayer will have players gathering resources together, scanning blueprint fragments should add the crafting recipe for these scanned fragments to all the players' PDAs, so they can each find a fragment till the blueprint is complete. Having multiple players all searching for and scanning for blueprints would give each player their own individual experience while contributing to the team's expanding PDA knowledge. Also, kind of off topic, but Below Zero's PDA voice just does not hit the same, so please give us the old PDA voice back, because that one was a lot better.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
Yeah, that's much better. After getting through collecting enough resources and scanning essential fragments, building your first base in Subnautica is one of the most important tasks, giving you more room for expansive storage and power for crafting. Below Zero brought some small tweaks to enhance the base building experience and some quality of life features, but Subnautica 2 says it intends to overhaul base building, some of those changes likely being multiplayer base building. The addition of shared building would be such a great feature and easy to implement, since currently starting to construct with the habitat builder and not enough resources will leave a blue outline building still in progress. With multiple players, a teammate could use their inventory to help finish a structure another player started to build. Another way that Subnautica 2 could add shared base building once the outside is constructed is shared interior inventory. Shared interior inventory would allow players inside of a constructed base to utilize all the materials in storage locker connected to their base to avoid having to go back to the locker each time an item needs to be crafted. After building your first base, crafting your first vehicle is necessary to reach greater depths without nearly dying every time, and you will feel just a little safer knowing you at least won't run out of oxygen. Yes, oxygen. I get it already. Vehicles are one of the best aspects of Subnautica, since you gain the ability to go deeper, gain the sense of progression, and know you can return to your Seamoth while scanning for fragments. Since vehicles like the Seamoth are a one-person vehicle, and the teaser trailer appears to feature a similar vessel, it's likely exploration will still encourage players to travel in separate vehicles, which will help keep a player's feeling of independence in a now shared exploration game. Vehicles made by a teammate should be usable to all players, so players can share different vehicles for different purposes. One player could be using a prawn suit to gather deep-sea resources, while another uses a Seamoth to quickly discover new areas and mark important beacons across the map. The feature I'm most excited for is two-person vehicles. The Cyclops from Subnautica 1 is already big enough for a team of players, so having a duo or a whole crew to manage large vehicles would add to the immersion and bring more emphasis to the co-op aspect of Subnautica 2. New two-player vehicles could be added so that both players can operate it at the same time, such as one player using cameras to look out for leviathans while the other one pilots, or some type of creature deterrent a second player has to operate. Being able to operate a vehicle's systems while another player repairs damages and all the other mentioned changes to vehicles would cause the addition of multiplayer to feel like a whole new game mode rather than just an added feature. Because the world of Subnautica 2 will be shared, The PDA entries and major elements of the story are also likely to be shared. Since scanning fragments will likely unlock blueprints for the whole team, the lore and knowledge gained from scanning creatures, plants, and wrecks will also likely be shared. Sharing PDA entries will let a player away from others see what was discovered, so the growing knowledge of Subnautica 2's new planet can be studied by everyone. Since the whole environment could change based on what elements of the story you uncover, discovering secret areas and items should progress the entire team through the story. Subnautica 2 adding co-op mode will bring a much bigger change to the game than most players expect and will add a ton of features wanted by the community. The OG ocean exploration game will now have the option to be played with friends to give an entirely new feel to the otherwise isolated feel of Subnautica. Personally, I'll be playing the first run of Subnautica 2 solo, then running co-op so I can fully explore the map by myself before playing with friends. Those are all the changes both confirmed and likely to be in Subnautica 2's new co-op mode. So what do you think? Are you going to start with a group of pioneers or stick to the solo experience of the original Subnautica? Let me know in the comments below your most wanted co-op features. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Backlash.